Your line of credit is good to go. You can use it starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I'm chasing the flames, yeah.
And listen, I got to go. I'm on call with this guy 24/7. Bye.
Hello, George. It's Jaime. I pay you tens of thousands of dollars to be on call for me, just for me and my big shot clients. You're my on-call outdoor chef guy. I got these clients. They love skirt steak, George. Make skirt steak. I love the way you do it. They'll love your steak. And you gotta do that marinade thing you do all the time. But make sure you gotta wash your hands, George, before you make the food. And that tuber thing you fed me, I think they'll love it. What was that? It was absolutely delicious. George, I want those big, huge prawns from your guy. And when you do them with some panache. So poach them with panache. You got that, George? Do that thing you do. And by the way, George, you gotta send me some of that stuff. You got that, George?
Mountains bold, a mile high. The Rio mirrors a clear blue sky. Winds who dance with turbulent weeds. Nights burn cold, my heart is free. I'm chasing the flames, chasing the flames. Chilies grow across green fields. Hot sun glows, a dream so real. Slicing, dicing with a flare. Anticipation in the air. I'm chasing the flame, chasing the flame. Seven turfing on the grill. Now there's a way, there's a will. Flavors bursting with delight. On call, create the perfect bite. I'm chasing the flames, chasing the flames. I'm chasing the flames, yeah. Chasing the
If you'll notice, I've got these wonderful goggles on. We're getting some smoke, and it's a good thing to have a pair of these around when you've got smoky wood going. And this flame is very nice, although it is throwing off a modest amount of smoke. It's not good for your eyes when you can't see and you don't know what the condition of your meat is. So have a set of goggles. Makes life a lot easier. We're dealing with fire here, and we're dealing with weather. Weather is affecting our fire. It's very humid out. And so this fire isn't quite as crisp as it normally is. I've got goggles on because of the smoke, but it's a perfect flame for searing. We're going to mess with a little bit more. We're going to add a little more wood to it. We're going to get those flames up just a little bit higher. And then right when those flames start coming down just a little bit, that's when we're going to hit it and sear. Now, it's humid out. Fire's not as crisp. The sun is behind some clouds occasionally, and it's cooling down. So as it cools down, it's affecting the fire. We've been hitting the wood with our infrared, and it's hot. If you had heat vision on your video, I'm sure we'd melt the screen with this flame. But the fact is that it's not as robust as it normally is on a hot, sunny day. So I got my goggles, I got my fire, I got clouds, I got changing weather, but I'm dealing with it. But if it does rain, then we're going to switch and we're going to move to the gas grill and we'll sear over there. Always have a backup plan when it comes to fire. We've got some inclement weather pending right now. It's about 75 degrees out here. Clouds are out, but this morning it was nice and sunny, a light breeze blowing, but the weatherman said later in the day we're going to get the possibility of some showers. And the weather station told me the same thing. This is the type of weather that affects you in a different way. You're going from sunshine and low humidity to overcast and higher humidity. That's affecting the fire. So weather is affecting our cook. Weather is affecting our recipe, okay? So think about weather as this. It's your friend. but occasionally it gets a little cranky. And so it pulls stuff on us when maybe we weren't planning far enough ahead. So what did I do? I planned for this. I've got a backup plan. And in case it starts raining, then we'll move to the gas grill. So with weather, always plan ahead. Theming a meal. Think about it. Think about your family and friends you're having over. What do they like? What can you cook? What would be fun to eat? What about texture? What about color? What about aroma? What aromatics are you going to use? What are all the textures going to be like when they're all together on the same plate? Now, here's the trick. Take a poll. If you're having family over, ask them what they'd like, because you always want to feed your outdoor guests what they want. Theme a meal. Think about it. Take your time. And remember, it'll be fun cooking outdoors. Let's get started chasing the flames. We're going to talk about fire again. We're always going to talk about fire, one of my favorite subjects. But I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to start the fire and how to layer your fire. Here's our beast. We started this fire to heat up the whole apparatus, okay? Now we're at a point where we've got the apparatus nice and hot. Our next level of flame is to add some fuel. Now what we're doing now is we've got embers that we're manufacturing in there, and now we're going to work on the flame, all right? So it's embers, flame, then guess what else is coming? Flavor. That's right. Flame is flavor. So we're going to put a little fuel on here. Building a fire is an art. Keeping a fire going is a lot of times magic. And since we have a little inclement weather today, it's really testing us a little bit, but that's okay. We're dealing with a little extra humidity. We've got these wonderful little fire starters I can't live without. They're just fabulous. And that humidity is going to bring the temperature down of the fire. So as we add fuel, we're going to add maybe a little bit more fuel than we normally would. But that's not a big deal when it comes to having this much humidity and rain. Inclement weather, we're blessed with it today, so we can show you that you can still cook outdoors. Let's get back to chasing the flames.
Hi, I'm Buck. I raise prime beef for Chef, anything he needs. He wanted a special kind of cow, or steer. He wanted it big and flavorful and full of marbling. And so I crossed a limousine with an Angus. Now you uninformed people about the cattle business think I just crossed a bull with a car. I guarantee you that ain't the case. It's a limousine bull about this tall. He's taller than me, he's wider than I am, and he's stronger than heck. And he's good beef, but with that Angus, it's the best stuff on the planet. Nobody can grow what I can grow on my 10,000 acres. And it's lonely out there raising them cattle. Ladies have never been married, and it's 10,000 acres between me and the next place I can go dancing. But I set up my own website, lonelyrancher.com. So if you can, go to it, tell me all about yourself. Because I don't have time to take telephone calls because I'm busy raising prime beef for Chef. Anything he wants, I give him. Buck signing off.
We're going to talk a little bit about sauces again. Now, as I've told you before, they elevate your protein. They really round out a dish. It takes a little time to put them together, but it's a way to finish your dish. It's nice to plate a dish. That's one thing. That's one element of the art. But it's another that it looks finished, and sauces do that. Today, we're going to do that same kind of reduction with a flank steak. But the difference is here is this is a lot mellower, thinner sauce with a little more wine in it. And it's really going to elevate that flavor of the beef that Buck got us. And I'm telling you, I promise you, I truly promise you, that when you put a sauce on one of your proteins, it finishes the entire meal, not just the plate. So think about sauces, take your time, do a little research on them, figure out the ones you can make, figure out the ones that are easy. Don't do the real hard ones to start off with like they made us do in culinary school. That was not fun. Having your sauce break time after time after time, nah, don't do that. Find the easy ones, play with them, and most of all, make the sauce your guests will enjoy. Let's get back to chasing the flames.
I'm going to talk to you about your hands. They're the most important asset you have in outdoor cooking. Take care of them. This little jewel right next to me is Bag Balm. Really good stuff. You wash your hands a lot, then you're going to need this. And this stuff is great. It stops your hands from cracking, keeps your nails from splitting, all that good stuff. Take care of your hands. Keep your nails short. Keep them clean. Keep them moisturized. Buy good gloves so you don't burn your hands. You burn your hands, guess what? It's hard to cook. Take care of your hands. Let's get back to chasing the flames. I'm going to talk to you about cooking fast. We deal with big temperatures out here when we're cooking outdoors on the Santa Maria grill, even in our little smoker, but the beast, boy, that's hot. Even the gas grills are hot. So you got to cook fast. You got to remember that. Things outdoors happen quicker than they do indoors. Now, remember this. Get organized, mise en place. That means everything where it's supposed to be. Mise out. So here's what you do. Get all your stuff together. Make sure it's what the recipe calls for. Have it ready. You're going to cook. It's only going to be a matter of minutes before these dishes are done. And guess what? You're going to be eating. That's another advantage of outdoor cooking. You eat faster and you can make as much as you want because you got all the heat in the world to cook anything you want. Talk more later.
Chasing the flames, chasing the flames.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Let's get back to chasing the flames. Keep it clean. Listen, this is a food-based sanitizer by Purell. It's the one I use. It's great. It's fantastic. We made a little mess here, so we're going to clean down a little bit. Take a little of that wonderful Purell stuff. It's a great food-based sanitizer. We're going to just right now, just wipe this clean. I'm going to come back again. We're then going to put a final coat of this stuff right there, and we're just going to let it dry. Now it's sanitized. I'm going to talk to you about the tuber extravaganza. Root vegetables. Not all root vegetables are tubers, but some tubers are root vegetables as well. So this tuber extravaganza is designed at sort of complementing a meal in a different way. There's the sweetness of the carrot. There's parsnips in here, which absorb a lot of different flavors with the way we're spicing this. We're going to add butter. We're going to add a little bit of shallot and some garlic. So we're going to put it in our famous, crikey, it's cast iron. And always be prepared to fail. We lost a man down there. All right, here we go. Another fail. Knocked over the garlic.
We're going to take this stuff. Remember we sanitized this earlier, so it's safe to spill on. And now we're going to take the butter over the top. Lots of butter, because this is hot. We're using the beast. There we go. A little more shallot. We've already seasoned it. Now it's ready for the beast. We're going to talk about wood. Fire's important. Wood is even more important. We have inclement weather today. We've got rain. We've got a hard, high humidity. And that changes what kind of wood that you're going to use. You're going to use a couple of different kinds today so that we can elevate the temperature and dry this ambient air around, because this beast is rolling right now. We just put the second layer of fire on, but I'm going to show you what you do when you have inclement weather, wet weather. This is oak. This is what we started the fire with, nothing else, just oak. We went and heated up this wonderful beast. Then the second layer was a little mesquite, and that added a little more flash heat to it, but it helped make the embers. And the third thing is cherry wood. That's the flavor. That's the last thing that we're going to add before we put the tuber extravaganza in the beast, because what'll happen is all that flame and all that smoke is going to add another layer of flavor to that tuber extravaganza. We're going to make sauces. This is gentle. This is easy. Some people like to shake their sauces violently. I'm kind of one of those guys. If it's a delicate sauce, then treat it delicately. We're going to intensify that flavor. Not that we're a recipe show per se, but all our recipes are online on our website at chasingtheflames.com. Let's get back to chasing the flames. We're in the second iteration of the fire. We built a foundation, we built the embers, okay? Now, I can see them in there. They're just about getting there. We're not too far away. The color we're looking for is kind of a purple. When we see that purple color, and then all of a sudden, kaboom, we're ready to cook. That starts the life of the fire. Remember, I said that in several other episodes. This whole fuel process has a lifespan to the point where it's going to be at its peak for about 15 minutes. But these flames are looking good. These are my tongs that I'll be using to flip the proteins because it's so bloody hot. This is the skirt steak. Now, we're using flames to sear. Normally you'd sear in, say, a cast iron pan or a stainless steel pot, but we use flames once in a while because that adds flavor. This is incredibly hot. It's hard for me to stand here how hot it is. And I know that the flames are perfect because I've got purple embers down there, and I've got just the right height of the flame. And you can smell it. You can smell that flame do its job on the meat, and it's doing a fabulous job. Flame is coming at me right now, which is one of the things I may move around. It's still coming at me, but it's looking really good. Really good. We're going to test this off to the side and see what we're looking like. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That is going to be wow good. And these are tongs so that you can get in position to actually handle your protein because it's hot. Real frickin' hot. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah. That's a sear, ladies and gentlemen. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is that this isn't going to cook very long. It's a very thin steak, okay? And we've got a lot of heat. All we wanted to do was sear it, okay? Because we want to leave it nice and rare or medium rare in the middle. And so if we leave it on here a little too long or we stick it in the beast,
we're wasting energy. It's going to cook right where it ought to be. We're going to keep it warm, but we're going to stop it from cooking anymore. That's my dog Nix in the background. She's a wonderful, sweet deerhound. But she stays away from the fire. Look at that. That's looking good. That's done right there. That's as good as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. BTP here again. Listen, I'm talking about prawns. I'm talking about prawns now. Look at these beautiful little babies. They came out of the Gulf of America. I like that name, but it's still not on any maps. But anyway, these prawns, look how big they are, the heads on them, the tails on them. They were prepared by one of Chef Sous chefs, and it's just the most lovely thing you ever seen. Well, listen, I want you to know when you poach, it don't take long, but you have to have a lot of mass. And so these are big prawns for Chef. BTP here. Enjoy. Okay, a little red wine with alcohol in it. We're gonna add a little of this in here. And you can hear it sizzling. That's perfectly okay. Because we're cooking with a whole bunch of heat here. And we need a lot of fluid. It's gonna actually help steam this as well. Even though we don't have the top on this, steam will roll right through this pot.
Chasing the flames, chasing the flames.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
BH Capital Limited is celebrating over 40 years of providing proactive finance and management solutions for American enterprise. Under the leadership of George Lovato Jr., the firm exists as an expert in the complex world of structured finance, modern management strategies and techniques, and breaking the code of marketing in the modern digital age. Through its ability to lend or invest singularly or in conjunction with other institutions or investors, American enterprise has been able to resolve many of the complex issues surrounding corporate finance as a result of BH Capital's participation. Having assisted and advised many top American corporate executives, BH Capital Limited is a driving force in American management consulting and advisory engagements. Find out more by visiting bhcapitalltd.biz.
let's get back to chasing the flames. My little brother Jonathan, friend from culinary school, we were classmates, is poaching. This is a delicate protein, okay? So poaching doesn't take long. And what you want to look for is the change in color, number one, and just when the tail and the body start to turn, just when they barely start, that's when you do it. If you do it sooner than that, they're not any good. They get real rubbery, real hard, and they're not fun, and they're not, wow, good. But I'm telling you, this is the way to do it. Shrimp, garlic, lemon, butter. Lots of butter. Now, Buford mentioned earlier that you needed critical mass, but he let it hang in there. I'm going to explain the rest of it. Now, critical mass is what you're poaching in. You've got to have enough of it. Oftentimes, people will not put enough butter or whatever the liquid medium that they're poaching in the pot. So they wind up almost frying it or overcooking it or ruining it. No, you have a lot of butter in this pot. You want to fill it so that it's about yay high, because when you put those big prawns in there, you're going to do 2, 3, 4 at a time. You don't want to bring the temperature down so much with so little of that critical mass that, guess what? It doesn't poach right. And then you're going to have to call KFC because you'll be so embarrassed you don't want to give people this lousy prawn dish. So, critical mass, enough butter. Enough butter. I should say enough butter. You can never have enough butter. So put enough butter in. Make sure you don't overcrowd the pot. But most of all, take your time. Be patient. And when you see that prawn just start to curl, that's when you take him out. Because if he curls all the way, it's going to be like silly putty or rubber. Not very good. Your guests are going to sit there and look like they're chewing bubble gum, and they're going to be mad at you because you gave them bad shellfish. Now, remember, critical mass, short amount of time, just start to curl. Let's get back to chasing the flames. All right, these are the skirt steaks for the boss. We're going to take these guys, cut against the grain, all right? It's always important to remember the direction you're cutting because you don't want to cut it in a way that it's going to make the meat tougher. You guys all know that by now. So we're going to give it a nice cut here. You guys are going to, let's see how it came out. We got medium rare there. I think as we get towards the center, there we go. Go. There we go. There, we're getting to the rare now. All right.
I'm chasing the flames, chasing the flames. I'm chasing the flames, yeah. Chasing the
Look at that. That's just the way it ought to be. That's the perfect skirt steak. There we go. Let's give you a close-up of that nice, rare piece of meat. Nice and juicy. Nice bark ring around it. Not as dark as our Fred Flintstone steaks, but still delicious. There we go. We're ready.
I'm chasing the flames.
Hello, George. It's Jaime.
Yes, boss.
Are they drinking? Are they having fun? Well, how did it go?
Yes, they're having a great time. Super time. You can hear them in the background.
You better not have screwed this up, George.
They enjoyed everything.
You gotta wash your hands, George, before you make the food.
No one got sick.
You better not have set them on fire, George.
Great, boss. I
They
gotta
better
go,
not have
boss.
complained of anything.
Boss,
if
I
they're
gotta get
complaining,
back
George,
to
my
serving
big
your
shot clients
clients,
aren't
boss.
happy.
Boss,
You
I gotta
better have
go.
gone well, George.
Can you let
How
me
did
go?
it go? Did anybody
Boss?
freak out? Was it good?
Boss.
You better not have screwed this up, George.
Bye.
It better have gone well. Panache. You got that, George?
I'm chasing the flame. Chasing
Don't forget about our next show. Show number 3 is going to be about pork chops, flash cooked salmon in the beast, and butter and garlic sauce that we're going to start with a little roux base. So we'll see you at 6 p.m. on Thursday on Comcast ProView Channel 26. Until then, keep chasing the flames.
But some chefs call it the 6th mother shot. Some chefs call it the 6th mother sauce. That's hard to say. Some chefs call it the 6th mother's. Some chefs call it a mother.
I'm chasing